Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Scrapping Studio. My name is Tracy Walker, and I'm a Creative Memories Advisor. Today, we are going to adapt page 82 from this 110 idea book. It's a number of years old. However, it's got it's 110 scrapbooking ideas and sketches. Got some great ideas in here. So we are going to adapt. This was originally done in Storytime in 2019, and are on the blog. So you can also look them up on the blog as well. But I'll take a picture of this and put it in the description below so you have a link to it. These do not have measurements. The newer book that just came out does have measurements. So we're kind of guesstimating, but it's what you just make it your own. So first we're going to be using Booyah, which is the current Halloween collection that just came out. We're going to make this really cute border, and it is using the Gravity Grape. And then we're going to use pumpkin orange, terra green, and black to fill in the knockout part. And then I've already punched out the spider web, which is a frame chain and a border chain. And I'm going to show you how to use the frame part. So first, we're going to take our border maker and we're going to use our bat in stars and get this lined up in there and move this out of the way. Now this is a knockout punch, so it is going to knock out the bat and the stars, but it's still going to stay connected to the paper. It's not a chain where it cuts it away as you punch. All right, and it makes all these cute little bats and stars. You can keep them as decorating for your page, or you can use them if you're a card maker. Excuse me, allergies. Um, if you're a card maker, you can use them as confetti cards. Like if you make Halloween, you can make a cute little Halloween confetti card. All right, so we are going to cut this at 1 and 1/8. So it is so it's even on each side. Oops, I didn't press enough as I went down. Hold on, try it. I need to change my mat and my blade. There we go. I think that worked out just fine. So one thing I wanted to point out is the mats. And I had this question. The mats have numbers on them. So this is okay, here we go. Number 3, and it's labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can just you start at 1 and then you flip them around. And then once if you feel like your trimmer's not cutting as sharply, then you flip your mat, and once you flipped it all 4 times, you replace your mat and your blade. Um, if you haven't already replaced your blade, sometimes I've just replaced the blade before I have replaced the mat. I do need to replace my mat right now. It is downstairs in my order that came today. I heard the UPS man earlier, which UPS on Saturday I greatly appreciate, but whew, God bless them. All right, so we are going to put some fun colors behind it. This is pumpkin, terra green, and then just old-fashioned black. So what we'll do, and this is super scientific, I'm just going to put it here, take my pencil, mark it, get my all-purpose scissors, just cut it. And then I'm going to put some repositional tape runner. And do that. And then we'll do green next. So cover up. And it's about a 2-inch. Let's measure it. Yeah, this is a 2. So each punch is 2 inches. Some are 2 inches, some are 2 1/4. It just depends on the type of punch, but it punches the entire chain in one punch. It doesn't cut it off at all. One I think of is like the snowflake chain. The snowflake chain does it like cuts a half of one. So it's not cutting all of them at once, but which is nice because then if you just want to punch it once, you can use it as a regular punch. All right, keep going here. That one, and then orange. Do our scientific measurements here. I don't know why I flipped it over. It's the same piece of paper. I do that. I mean, you get in that habit of flipping it over because you're always using double-sided paper. And so you like want to make sure you're using the side that you want or checking to see if it's um oh like directional. Like you don't want to cut it and it be not the right direction, which we have all done it, but you just adapt and adjust. And sometimes, you know what, once you get your pictures over it, nobody realizes that there was a boo-boo made when doing that. This is like really wonky. I'm going to cut that. And then, all right, last one. And then we are going to put on the bottom, this goes aside, is we're going to run some repositional tape runner just down the edge of it. And then we are going to put this, and we're just going to have, let's see if I can do this. What side has the, let me put some more repo on here. This can feel it. All right. So this is the bottom. And then we're going to put, we're just going to have a tiny bit of the spider web like edging show. Some people don't like it. This is a personal preference. I like having just a little bit show. There we go. So now we've got our borders made. And if you see any repositional like tape runner, just take your finger and just kind of rub over it and it rubs right off. All right, let's put these aside. So the next is going to be our base pages. The base pages I chose is this orange. And this is like, oops. All right, the base page, and I kind of started this, is the base page is going to be the orange stripe. The back side is purple and stars. The polka dot, the back side is the spider web. So what I did is I cut 3 inches off of this first, and then I ran my decal blade across the top. And then I'm just having a little bit of that stripe show, which I think is super fun. So we're going to do the other side now. And I have like, it's like a quarter of an inch, maybe 3/8 at the most, showing. And I had, I think, tape runner on the back of it already. I'm going to give that a little bit more. Now we are going to take our cute borders, and we're also going to use some stickers. So I'm going to use these, like, I would call them terra green stickers. But I just want to, like, okay. So I can leave a little bit of a gap. So let's get these down. And my sticker has a mind of its own. I have the fan running in the room I'm in, and so I think that's part of it. All right, let's put, and this just kind of gives it a like a very just transition between this part and this part. So, and then if we want to, we can put some repositional tape runner down for these, and then just wipe this one if you think they're sticking up at all. I didn't put any on the bottom of them on that. So now we've got page 1, and then we're going to do the same thing on page 2. I'm just going to move it over here, and we'll get, I can't get that picked up. All right, so we'll put tape runner down the back of this, and then we'll put some on the spider webs, especially on like the little, whoops, somebody hitching a ride. Yeah, I am being generous with that one just because I feel like, and sometimes I just kind of like to line it up just like that. So then I kind of can get them to match up. I know that's so scientific right there. All right, and then we're going to use these cute stars. I need to make sure. Oops. I think. Hold on. I'm gonna got this off. I need like a little bit off. That's the glorious part of repositionable tape runner is you can, let's see if I flip it over, or do I have to move it down a little bit more? I just want to make sure I don't want to come over on top of the bats or anything like that. Okay, so now we have, I'll put the stickers aside. We've got these 2 pages started. All right, so here are my pictures. I'm going to show you how to do this, but I took one of the pictures and I did a spider web frame punch, just like that. And I think that looks super cute. What you do, and I'll show you how to do that, is you're going to take your paper, and I'm going to take the frame border punch. And if you notice on the frames, there's 2 lines. There's this line right here, and then this, if you're going to do a border, this is the line on the left to line up with. If you're doing a frame, your first punch is going to be lining up with that. So I'm going to line my line up with, so you are going to see it an edge of the page, and then you are going to, I'm going to actually start it from this side because it'll make it easier. All right, so then we're doing that, and then we're going to come over, and I'm only going to punch it twice on the top. Then I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to line this up, my paper right here, and then punch. I'm going to punch once, and what happens is that comes off, and then 2, and then 3 is the way I did it. So now I just need to trim it. And what's nice is you just close them and then they store flat. All right, so let's get this trimmed off. And I'm going to trim it right where that is. And then the other one, I'm going to trim it right on the edge of this one as well. All right, so now we have this cute little frame. Let me get rid of all the excess that came out. So now we have this cute little frame that we can put this pumpkin picture of my son. Is definitely, I feel like he was 11 here, maybe, for that. And that right there. And then we'll adhere that to the picture. And this was our pumpkin carving night. And then, so, and I've already, let's see, no, please talk about those in a minute. All right, so then we have these 2 pictures of my girls and my son. And then if I need to, I could go up like that. That works too. All right, let's get these all adhered. See, I used a backer sheet, a really old backer sheet, Sparks of Magic, to mat these. So you can use those. The new ones are not as thick as they were a couple years ago, but I still use them anyways. All right, and then move this down and get these little tips of the spider web so then they don't get, move that in. All right, our page is starting to come together. Now for this one, I did something a little bit different. I'm going to switch these over. In the in this they kind of had where the paper was a little bit bigger than um, the photo, and they didn't really mat it. They kind of left an overhang where they put here some embellishments. Same thing on that side. So I'm kind of capturing that part, but I'm doing it where I am on the opposite side, putting in green spider web. All right, let's see if I got. I feel like that needs to move over just a tad bit. And then we can decide what stickers. So now these 4x6 pictures, if you look my son's face in the corner, he's like, ah. But I matted them on one sheet. And see, I used the Booyah backer paper for that one. And there we go. So let's get these into the left right order. And then we can decide, okay, what stickers do I want to put on here? What else is left? I'm kind of like, I'm very, I'm like looking through, and I have, I guess I have maybe 3 or 4 pieces left. All right, so let's look at these stickers. So, first of all, like we have a spider, so spider web. Let's kind of put a spider on there. I think I'm gonna put a foam square on him too. For that, and what did I do with my foam squares? I always think you're prepared for every like video and something happens. I started one the other day and then all of a sudden realized the mic had turned off and recorded nothing. So that was very frustrating. So it happens. You just adapt and adjust and start over. All right, we got a spider on there. Yeah, let's see. There is also more spiders. We put spiders on this side. What's new that's coming out is and it will be out by the time this video is airs is a powder brush. Excuse me. Creative Memories is coming out with, so instead of, some people use powder brushes, they already have some. Other people like me, we just stick it to our shirt to get it sticky. So which sounds so scientific and you know that kind of thing. However, if it works, it works. I'm trying to decide, like, do I put like a little layering shape in here to do a cluster? Because I think this will fit. Yeah. So kind of put it in here. So this is just a die cut shape that I'm using, and put that in there like that. So otherwise, it makes it easier to see the sticker, because if I just stuck it on there, it would be really hard to see. So, there's a pumpkin carving one. So if I just stuck it out, like that one, I think would be okay, but this one um, would just blend into the background. So, as you can see, I have like a whole baggie of them that I use. So, pumpkin carving, like, I'm gonna move Mr. Spider up one and just put the pumpkin carving guy right here. And there we go. That looks super cute. I don't want to like overdo it with the stickers, but at the same time, I just want to make sure things balance out. Okay, so we are carving pumpkins, so maybe we should have some pumpkins on there. All right, I got, oh, like these, the cut, when they cut the stickers, like the machine was probably set a little too heavy and it cut the backer too. So the question is do we put the pumpkin, like one of them over here? And we might just pop him up on some foam squares too. So let's do my, Let's stick them to my shirt, and then we will put some foam squares on and then peel those off. And maybe we'll put the pumpkin on the other side. So this guy, make sure he's over. Oh, and I'm just going to cover up the Happy Halloween. Make sure I have him. There we go. And then we put this guy, maybe put this guy right here. And we'll move Mr. Spider up yet again. Maybe we'll put him right here. And then we'll put a foam square on the pumpkin. Get some of the sticky off. There we go. Little pumpkin. All right. So what else is left? Like, I feel like, do I need something there? Maybe I just put some journaling. Oh, there's another pumpkin. Pick up the patch. Happy haunts. I don't know. I feel like less is more in this case. I got a spider on there. Maybe we'll put some spiders down here at the bottom since we don't have any on there. And try and get this guy off there. Sometimes the littler stickers are harder to get off. And I'm not gonna foam square him. I'm just gonna throw him on there. There's one up here. And let's kind of get him over here. And there's like a spider web, but I already have spider web. I have one, looks like one more spider. I've got a bat. I think I got some stars. I think that looks good. So this once again is using the Booyah collection. I used the Spiderweb Border Frame Punch. This is the Bat and Stars Border Maker cartridge. Both are still available. Booyah is still available as well on the Creative Memories website. Um, and when I once again I used page 82. And so this was the inspiration, and I just adapted it to make my own, but it kind of got me at a starting point. Sometimes just starting is the hardest battle. It's like once you get started, you're like, okay, I can feel it. I'm in the groove. I know what I'm doing, that kind of stuff. So thank you for listening along today or watching along today. My name is Tracy Walker, Creative Memories Advisor. In the description below, I have information about how to follow me on social media as well. If you live in the Midwest, I do hold events, 7, 8 each year in person. 3 day weekends. I also goal for 2025 is to start doing some Zoom crops as well. So if you're interested in joining, just let me know. And this is sticking up and it's bothering me. Squirrel. Anyways, thanks again for watching and have a great day.